So I'm Mithil Pechimuthu from the discipline of Computer Science and Engineering at IIT Gandhinagar.
Hi, I am Bhavesh Jain.
Hi, I am Chirag Sarda,
We are the final year BTech students in the Department of
Computer Science and Engineering.
I am Jaydev, a second year BTech student from the discipline of Computer Science and Engineering.
My name is Genius Sheth. I'm a third year BTech undergrad student in the field of Material Science and Engineering.
We basically want to provide electrical engineering researchers who basically work on building architectures so that they can understand what basically happens when something on a software level runs on the hardware that they build, so that they can better optimize particular hardware for a particular model, so that we get efficient outcomes and bring the benefits of machine learning models all the way to data centers and maybe your mobile phones also. So the tool that we built in my research basically helps engineers understand what basically happens when you run a machine learning software on the dedicated hardware accelerators that these engineers build. And this basically helps them to optimize the hardware that they're building for particular and specific use cases. And it also gives insight on some special and different metrics or scheduling algorithms that can be used for further improvement, speed up.
So we worked with Professor Nipun Batra on comparing hierarchical Bayesian neural networks, which is a more probabilistic approach, with conditional neural processes, which is a neural network based approach.
So as Bhavesh told, HBNN is hierarchical Bayesian neural network. It is a probabilistic model. In this model, we borrow statistical strength from a strong data set to predict on a weaker data sets.
In conditional neural processes, we use meta-learning, in which a few short examples are used to predict on the remaining data set. In our approach, we have considered these few short examples as a weak data set to predict on the rest of the data.
So we research on regression and classification tasks. What we found is that our CNPs is having a comparable performance with respect to our HBNN. One peculiar thing what we found is our CNP outperform the traditional HBNN models on image creation and image completion tasks. So the reason we found is that CNP uses encoder architecture. So the encoder is able to store a lot of information through which we are able to generate and complete the images, which was lagging in HBNN.
So basically, we were able to get similar or better performance in various machine learning tasks in much less time, as we were using a neural network based approach instead of sampling methods like MCMC.
Me and my team worked on the project on smart farming of cotton using computer vision and aerial imagery. The project involved capturing the images from different parts of the field, including the fields in our campus as well as the fields outside the campus, using drone in various spectrums such as RGB spectrum and hyperspectrum, and developing different models based on the data set to identify, detect and segment different types of diseases, pests and nutritional deficiencies of the cotton plant, along with the cotton buds and the cotton plants and many different parameters of the cotton field. We have also developed a land-based robot that would be used to capture the images from different parts of the field which are below the canopy of the plant. Moreover, we have also developed a web application that would enable the farmer to monitor the growth of the cotton plants in his field, as well as to monitor different parameters such as the distribution of weeds and diseases, etc. in the cotton field. Our research project also focuses on precision agriculture. So exactly speaking, rather than spraying all the types of pesticides and weedicides everywhere, we are just spraying the pesticides and weedicides specific to the pests and weeds detected by our models at the specific locations. So we have two advantages by this. First of all, it is extremely cost efficient, as we are not wasting the pesticides and weedicides everywhere. And the second advantage is that it is sustainable for the environment, as we are not polluting the soil by excessive use of pesticides and weedicides. Moreover, the farmer can also get a good visualization of distribution of various parameters in the field just through the smartphone. So it is a very big revolution in the field of agriculture.
So my research work was titled Recycling of Waste Expanded Polystyrene for Sustainable Adhesive Development. In my research, I transformed the waste EPS, or commonly called thermocol, using green solvents or plant-based solvents into a sustainable adhesive. So the application of the adhesive that I prepared in the lab can be for sticking the woods. It can be for plastic sticking. It has multiple applications. So it has surface compatibility with a lot of surfaces like glass. It has compatibility with metals. Apart from that, it has thin film properties as well, and thermal insulation as well. So the experience at the research showcase was really great, especially interacting with different faculties of different fields of engineering, sciences as well. And I got to learn a lot. There were a lot of suggestions for me in order to do testing of my own adhesive. So that was really great. Apart from that, interacting with different students who had also showcased their research work was also a really great experience.
My experience in the research showcase was extremely good. Through this project, I could develop many abilities and skills such as image processing, computer vision, machine learning, deep learning, and web development. Apart from this, I was also happy that I could witness and be a part of this revolution in agriculture. So this research showcase as well as the research project have fueled my enthusiasm in the fields of agriculture and computer science.
The UG undergraduate research was extremely fun and a totally enriching experience. From day one, where I brainstormed my idea with my advisor, to the last day during the research presentation, where I had absolutely amazing feedback and critique from professors like Sameer Ji Kulkarni. And it was just very amazing.
Our experience in participating in the UG Research Showcase was wonderful. We got an opportunity to interact with a lot of faculty, get perspectives from various departments, as science is no longer restricted to single departments. And it was a great experience to have this exposure at a UG level.
Whatever the concepts I learned in ML and PML courses, I was able to put in this research, and I learned a lot.